Hello and welcome to Business Reporter's Future of HR campaign, hosted by the Telegraph Online. I'm Alistair Greener and today I'm talking to Sarah Bollmeyer from Team Bay. Good morning.
Good morning, Alistair.
Now, I've had a look at your website, and if I was to believe it, you must be one of the happiest companies in the world. And we all know that obviously an effective worker, an efficient worker is a productive worker. And you seem to have this magic spell, which would be a great solution for all organisations. Yet so many are getting it wrong. Why is that?
Well, what we are lacking at the moment is some kind of ongoing feedback, like a regular conversation between employees and managers. So what we're looking at the moment, solutions out there offer yearly, bi-yearly, of just like a couple of talks that you have with employees, but no one has a really structured way of having a continuous ongoing dialogue with employees in order to find out what really makes a difference to their daily work and how they can be more productive and dedicated to the work they do every day.
You say have a conversation, but of course most organisations, managers and shareholders will say, well, we've got well-drafted contracts, we've got discipline. That's enough, isn't it?
Well, science has proven, not only science, also like HR daily work, that dedication and engagement only happen through intrinsic motivation when people really want to do the work that they do. Right now we're facing about 13 to 15% of employees that go the extra mile for the company. So, well-drafted contracts give a good security, they give a framework, but the most important contract is the psychological contract between the employee and the organization and the manager. So therefore what you want to look at is, why are my people doing what they do? What is it that makes them happy about what they do? And then therefore change things, their work environment in a way that they can give their best every day at work.
So if we're going to get this, what I suppose you would call a deeper understanding of our employees, why is it difficult for organisations to actually put that into practice?
Well, despite the fact that daily business and daily operations take the bigger part of the week that we have to spend on employees, that's one part. The other part is definitely the tools that we have, because what's on the market at the moment allows you to probably have like a yearly conversation, whereas you would want to have like an easy to use tool that is intuitive for not only the employee but also for the manager, so you can see and work with results easily, make changes on a daily basis maybe even, and not only have to work with a tool that is very difficult, lengthy and takes a lot of time to analyze and find out what's wrong.
So tell us about Team Bay. Who are you and how do you bring a solution?
We wanted to create a tool that attacks these problems and gives manager a real-time understanding of their employees. Works via email, there's no login, no software you have to implement, which is another thing, we're in online software, so that's very easy. And then the next thing is that you have an ongoing real-time feedback from your employees that you can also answer. So we start out with the question, but we take you all the way to the solution. And we're including everyone, from the intern up to the shareholder. Everyone's included in the process, which also helps creating a dedicated and more engaged mood in the entire company. So what we're looking at is trying to make the process as easy for everyone involved as possible, and then have a holistic overview of where are the challenges within the company, where are we actually also doing well, so also in creating some kind of appreciative environment.
So you're saying it's all operated through email. Perhaps you could talk us through it step by step of exactly how it works.
Yeah, sure. So how it works is an employee receives an email with a link, clicks on the link, then the browser opens with a simple question. We normally recommend to do a yes-no question because it gives you a nice poll of people rather positive and negative about a topic. And then people can give a short feedback, qualitative feedback, where they can write what it is that they like or they don't like, and that's it. So 30 seconds that people spend. Normally most of our clients use Fridays because it's nice to recap the week and just have a bit of a calm time before the weekend. So people then just give 30 seconds to it. It doesn't take a long time. And the week after, when results are collected, people can see, or managers especially, can see the results in real time. So they just enter the dashboard, see in one go, is it good, is it bad, do I have to change? So this is something that's really nice.
So that's the theory. Perhaps you could give us a case study of your program actually in action.
For sure. So we have clients that use in very different ways. A lot of our clients look at change management, restructuring processes, mergers and acquisition, anything that really affects their daily business. So we had one client that was facing very negative ratings on Glassdoor. They were looking at a restructuring process that was already going on for a year, and they saw that they have to change something, that people are not happy. So they introduced TeamBay and tracked with specific questions that we created for them, and also that were already in our system. And they looked at like what is really happening with the employees, what is distracting them from being productive, and how can they change it? Because a lot of the leaders that they had were facing new teams, new employees. They had to create a new team feeling. So they tracked what's happening over time, asked questions even several times to see how did it change, did the initiatives and measures, the changes that we initiated actually take off. And therefore could see very nicely how things improved. And also the Glassdoor rating in the end improved, which was a very nice example. And I think, in general, this is how you can see like how in reality people work with the tool, get feedback from their employees, and turn the team from being mere employees working and just getting things done to ambassadors for the vision of the company.
Well, it's been fascinating finding out about this whole new approach to HR and how we can get to know our staff better and how it actually benefits our companies. Sarah Bollmeyer from TeamBay, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Alistair.